to another episode of Vibrators.
Yes!
Thank you for tuning in. This is episode 10.
Yeah.
And right into it. I just came back from a trip to Portland, Oregon.
Okay. Yeah.
And now I'm kind of poor. So
Oh, that's real. Where'd you go?
The reason okay, well, I don't want to get real on here. It's nothing like super serious. It's just like, you know,
We know. We know. Yeah, the real ones know.
sometimes I feel like, you know, you just need to get away from everything and everyone. So it's just like, it was like a really last minute thing. A retreat away from everything. And I just needed a forest thing. The whole reason why I chose Portland, by the way, is because I know that there's like a bunch of trees and that's what I needed. Because
nature, like.
nature. I need to be one with nature and like explore or go on hikes or whatever. Because one of my friends, I don't know if I want to name drop them because I don't know if they would be proud of like me saying this, but their grandma, because I told them like I wasn't doing so good or whatever, and then they told their grandma like I need, because like their grandma does tarot card readings and was like asking for me to get one from her. And then she said that like, oh, I needed to be one with nature. She left this part out. Like a week ago, she told me the extra stuff. Like her grandma told her more stuff that she didn't want me to know, but for some reason she like held off on the information. She said that like her grandma said that I was gonna end up on the news dead, and like I'd be the type to end up on the news dead. I need like immediate help, and I need this now to like get back into nature. So I was like, okay, well, I guess so. But
you gotta put down the phone.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like
get with the trees.
I don't know. Instead of like blowing 700 on therapy, I blew it on a trip to fucking Oregon, and that just like whatever. It was for 10 days, but so for 10 days, $700. I'd say that's kind of a steal, but still, like, what was I doing? And it's not like I regret it. It was a good trip, but I got nothing left. She paid for my Taco Bell right now. I mean, okay.
Well, not that anyone asked, but I've never traveled like outside California.
Really?
I think like the furthest I've ever gone. Well, I've gone to Mexico when I was like 2.
Okay.
But I think the furthest I've gone is like San Jose to visit my like sister for her graduation. That's it. I've never gone.
San Jose is pretty far because California is a big ass.
We
state.
only went like it was like one day, one night, like. And we immediately, like, as soon as her graduation ended, we were back in the car for an 8-hour drive.
You've never been to Vegas?
Vegas isn't as far.
No, but it's outside of the state.
Oh, yes, I have. Okay, I lied. I've been to Vegas, but I've never, that's it.
We still need to take it for the road trip, because...
Yeah, we need to go, guys.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know, guys. Yes!
Yes!
Okay, so I'll just start off at the airport. The airport, I really love airports. It's like the most fun experience, even though everyone hates it. I love like the rush and the feeling of it. It just feels so cozy,
the photo
right?
you took was so aesthetic.
Really?
I literally like fell in love.
The one in Portland airport? Yeah, that one was actually really good. That's the best airport I've ever been to, because like it's like full of wood and like architecture, and it's just like so pretty. But whatever. On my way like to there on the plane, I chugged a Monster, and by the way, I was sitting next to 2 baddies that were like our age, and I was like, "Hey, period." But like I didn't talk to them.
You made it a trio.
Yeah, but I didn't talk to them, and I kept burping the whole time, so I felt kind of annoying.
Okay.
But and then I didn't get the window seat. I got the middle, obviously, and so I kept like looking to the person behind me, their window. I kept going like this, and they kept like seeing me. I know they saw me in my peripheral vision, like looking at me. And like me staring at them, and I was like,
that's so awkward. Wait, you were in the middle of the 2 baddies? I would actually die.
And the lady behind me, I just looked in her window.
I don't know. I feel like I would have cracked. I would have been like just like staring like.
Okay, but keep in mind, like just for like the ticket alone and the Airbnb, because I stayed in an Airbnb for 10 days, which was also cheap. But I'll get into that later. Why it was cheap. But that whole Airbnb for 10 days, it was like only $285.
That's really not bad.
That's a steal. Like,
that is a steal.
Not for what I got. Okay. But for the plane ticket, then on top of that, it was like, how much? 500? No, wait, no. 287 minus 700. Oh, minus. Okay. The other thing is, I got an Airbnb before this new ugly ass Airbnb. It was supposed to be by the sea. You know, a little retreat far away from any civilization. It was just supposed to be me and the sea, like a little cabin, like type of thing, where like every horror movie starts. But then, I realized that like from the Portland airport, which is the nearest airport to that place, it was a 2-hour drive for the Uber, like from the Airbnb to the airport. And then I realized, girl, I only have like $200 left in my account. That's all I can do. So I canceled the Airbnb to that place originally, and then I only got refunded half. And then I was like, okay, well now I'm broker than ever. So what the fuck am I gonna do with this money? I paid for the fucking new Airbnb, which was shitty, and I got refunded $100 back, but either way, I requested more money from the girl, the original Airbnb girl, and she was like, "No, I'm sorry, but I couldn't do anything more since you canceled so late." I was like, "Girl, are you fucking kidding me?" Because I literally spent like $170, like it got taken away from my account, and I'm telling her like, "Please, this is all I have. This is all the money I have," and I'm like saying I'm like a college student. I'm not reaching for like I'm not asking you to get like Airbnb like services or whatever. I'm asking for your sympathy, like your fucking moralities. Help a student empathy. And then this bitch is saying like, no, I'm sorry, it's all you can have. But this old bitch, I know she has like a bunch of fucking money and she's just being selfish. So I lost all fucking money. And then when I was in the new Airbnb, all I could eat was Taco Bell. I couldn't go out. I couldn't do shit. I had to take the bus. And yeah, it was like the worst experience until I went on the hikes. The pizza.
Okay, let's talk about.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought up the pizza.
We hung out with Tom the day he got back. This man looked like he lost like 20 pounds, and like if you guys saw Beautiful Boy and like how he is after he became a drug
Are you
addict.
saying I look like a drug addict?
He looks so
No,
skinny.
wait, they will actually notice. I feel like if they watch the videos, like they'll notice from like before
it was
and then
literally
now.
just the clothes that I was wearing that day.
Yeah, I think it was kind of the
It
clothes.
was partially the clothes,
But
but
it's
it was
like,
also
I
like
think he did lose a little muscle.
but he lost weight. Like
I don't think it was
like
weight,
my
I think it
mom-
was more muscle.
what is it? You guys came like
You were
2
more-
days after,
yeah.
like a couple days actually, maybe not 2 days. And then my mom was like, "Oh my gosh, like is Tom okay?" Like
Whatever. And then Ian said the same thing too. I was like, what the fuck? No, it's
that
just the
day,
clothes.
he was like all pale, like.
Okay, you're just like I got dizzy.
You were like pale, like you were pale, and then your clothes were all big.
He's
and,
all
like,
chapped, like.
Okay, but if I was just
you had
eating,
marks on your arm.
I think it was actually. Oh my god! Injection hole. Oh my god.
It wasn't that bad. He
Guys,
was just. He just lost a little muscle. It's just because he didn't go to the gym.
Yeah, for 10 days.
Yeah.
And also, I think. Oh, sorry. Continue.
Yes.
Okay, but like I'm just gonna go on and
That's
on.
fine.
Okay, but if I did eat Taco Bell for like all the days, like at least once a day, I probably would not have lost so much weight or whatever you guys say, because there was this one day where I just got Voodoo Donuts, which is bomb, by the way. Like they're famous. I don't know if you guys know, but like I got them once. It was a pack of 12, and then I ate them for 2 days, and that's all I ate. And so I think that's what like fucked up my guts. Not saying that was like not that enough calories, because that definitely went like exceeded my limit, but it was just like very not nutritious, and then like I lost every aspect besides calories. But on top of Voodoo Donuts, I would also eat like Burger King, McDonald's. The pizza, okay, the pizza that she's talking about is because there was this one pizza store around the corner, and I didn't search it up. My dumbass, well, actually not my dumbass, it's not my fault. I didn't know that Oregon did pizzas different, where like you had to get the pizza raw and then you cook it over at your house.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know this. First of all, this cashier was already being bitchy, so I wasn't in the fucking mood. But once I got the pizza from her, oh my god, I was holding back the urge to just spit on her and then leave. But like, I got the pizza, I walked my ass home with some raw ass pizza, only to find out that we can't use the stove at the Airbnb. That shit's broken. And so I was like, fuck, what do? I FaceTime my mom, and she's like, okay, get it on the stove. And this stove is like really weird. It'd be like one of those coils that turn red, like you have to
that's how old
like the old fashioned ones. Like I might as well just use a lighter to turn it on.
Yeah.
But
But
I had to do
go
it.
outside and make a fire.
I had to do it on the pan, and then like place the metal, the glass cover on it, and then like made it like a little oven. The first time I burnt it, it was just like disgusting. I'll insert the picture where like I just like ate the toppings of the pizza and I left everything else because it was raw and disgusting. And then the second time it was raw. Third time it was completely raw. I don't know how it got worse. And then the fourth time it had like the Chili's cheese pull. It was so good. Like it was crispy. It was yummy. It was delicious. I got a 10 out of 10. I don't know how I did that, but it was witchcraft. I'll insert that picture too. The Airbnb, let's just say that they didn't condition it very much. They didn't check up on it very much. And so whatever that Airbnb was is whatever like the other tenants, because there was other, like it was like basically a whole hotel because there was a bunch of rooms. It was a basement. There was a whole bunch of rooms and every room had like a bunch of bunk beds that were like other Airbnbs. And I was like, okay, I'm sharing with like a bunch of other people. So it's pretty much like a motel. And I'm sure that like the actual owners of the Airbnb, the hosts, like don't check up on the place at all because there's literally holes in the ground. There's fucking hair everywhere. It's dirty. There's bugs in the fridge, dead and alive. That shit, it had like mold, almost mold. I don't know. I didn't see any fur, but it was like definitely like green, brown, orange. It was all stained. And what else? On the last night, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked because literally earlier before, like on the first day, actually, I was walking back to the Airbnb and there was a rat chasing me. And
Oh
it was
my
like, it's because,
God.
I was walking
New
by.
York and Oregon in one.
Exactly. I was walking by some trash cans, so I was like, okay, let me just walk past because it makes sense for a rat to be like near trash or whatever. I didn't expect it to be at the Airbnb. So this is last night. I didn't know that they were at the Airbnb until I saw like shadows because I couldn't sleep. I saw their shadows like in the night, just like, and I heard them moving around because I know I have experiences. I have experiences of like rat infestations, so I know. But I'm not gonna complain all that to like the Airbnb people because like the whole point of like them throwing it is because like their daughter is very sick and their insurance doesn't cover like what her condition and like whatever, they can't pay for her condition. So like we're paying for her, and that'd be like very morally fucked up of me if just leaving a 1-star review and like being like terrible. So I'm being less of an asshole and like complaining about it on a podcast that gets 20 views. So
Yeah.
But, okay, like at any point in your trip did you like, oh, like I'm just gonna go home, like I'm gonna
the only time I got homesick is because I had a roommate. I had two, but one left earlier. But this one roommate, I'm not gonna tell that story.
Wait, no.
Okay, fine, I'll tell it. But the last roommate I was left with, he was buff, he was cute, whatever, but he stank like shit, and it smelled really bad every time like he came home because he worked like from a 9 to 5, like whatever, and he came back home and he took off his shoes. It stank, and I don't think he even like showered that often. But whenever he got in bed, I was like, and so after the first night, I learned my lesson and left the window open, but it didn't help much. Like I left the window open before we slept, but that didn't help. And that's okay. That's the same guy who I'm gonna tell his side of the thing first, because like earlier, like it was like the first day, I woke up to like him farting, like literally farting in his sleep, like, and it sounded like he was doing it on purpose because like I heard him moving around, being like, like it makes sense that he'd be doing it on purpose. But then on day like 3. You know how like when you wake up and you're disoriented as fuck and you don't know where you're at? For some reason I thought I was at my mom's house, and then it was louder though.
You're
it
like,
was louder and long. Like the walls shook, the glass shattered, everything. But I knew it was embarrassing, but since I was so tired, I knew that if I woke up more, I would be embarrassed. So I decided to just sleep it off and think about it later. But yeah.
Yeah, it happens, but like, yeah, I don't know if I would have put up with that. But
I went under 25 minutes.
oh, you're done?
Well, with the topics, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Perfect.
Moving on.
You done this? Oh, so I have well, obviously, like, as I mentioned, like, I don't have much, like, experience with traveling, but that week that Tom was gone, there's just one thing I wanted to bring up, but it literally has nothing to do with this podcast, so I'm thinking I should save it, and it's what I told you guys, like, in the car.
Just say it, we'll cut it.
Okay, well, no, it's not a bad thing. It was just, okay, so, like, basically, the week that you guys were gone, that he was gone, I went to like the store, right? And there was like this little kid, or he wasn't little, he was like 15.
Mm-hmm.
And he had like his like older siblings with him. And they were just like, it was just weird. Like, I think like he was
Oh my gosh.
Was that real?
Yeah.
Bless you.
Bless you. Whatever, like, I feel like he was trying to kind of act older, but it was because, like, the older siblings, like, he would try to, like, get into a conversation, because the older siblings were like, oh, like, they wanted to go to a party that day or something, and the younger brother didn't actually want to go with them, because he knew, like, he couldn't, but he was like, oh, yeah, he's like the other week, he's like, I went with my friends, and they, like, completely ignored him, like, it was the saddest thing in the world. They were like, oh, yeah, like, whatever. And I literally, like, he looked back and he started looking at stuff, and I just, like, I saw his villain story, like, begin. Like, I'm not even joking. And we've talked about this in, like, an old podcast that Peyton was like, oh, like people, like, act their age.
Yeah,
you know,
like I feel like people should just, like, you should act your age. Like, I'm not saying, like, you know, like, I'm not saying if you're, like, 50 or something, you can't, like, go to a club. I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying, like, you don't know your age, and, you know, it's okay, like, whether you're young or, like, old, just, like, you know, live in the moment, like, be who you are, like, you know, and, like, I feel like I do see that, like, especially with, like, younger siblings, when they, like, admire their older siblings.
Yeah, he's starting to get older.
Yeah.
My brother abused me.
Oh. Yeah, I feel like I noticed that with my sisters. Like, my younger sister, I feel like she really looks up to my other sister.
Yeah. But my thing wasn't so much, like, I feel like there's, like, this little, like, there's, like, this part in kind of, like, we're growing up where you're still, like, impressionable, but you're still you. You know, like, you still have, like, your middle school personality. Like, the things you like are still the things you like. But then, like, you get into high school and you start getting, like, a little bit older. And then it's kind of, like, all it takes is, like, one person to kind of make you feel like stupid for being young, and then it's, like, completely, it's like, okay, like, they're gonna start, that's when they start doing dangerous things, and that's when they start doing that.
Yeah, you're so right.
And I was thinking, like, low-key, like, and then at that point, once they get annoying, it's like, okay, like, bro, act your age, you're young, like, you know? But I also kind of feel like, low-key, like, that fault is on, like, the older adults, and the people who kind of, like, belittle them.
Yeah.
And or like, oh, or like, not like, it's belittling, but also, like, it's not hard to, like, just listen to their stories. It doesn't matter how repetitive it is. It doesn't matter if you've been through the situation like 3,000 times. Like, give them the time of day to process it, and then give them, like, good advice. Don't just be like, oh, like, yeah, whatever. Because then it's like, it's those things that, like, they end up, like, at, like, being old, and then, like, being insecure about who they are and stuff, and, like, I don't know, like, I know people, the most annoying, like, people, but they were, like, the sweetest kids, sweetest,
it's so fucked up. My nephew is an example, because that happens so often. I noticed with kids, like, they're trying to be Edgars or whatever.
Yeah, and it's just
not just Edgars. I mean, like, that's a style, or whatever. But, like, they're trying to act
doing
hard.
Dangerous things, or they're doing like to try to act like an
low
adult.
key, guys. Me at the end of high school. Like, I wasn't big on vaping.
Edgar?
No, like
I grew out. I see.
Yeah, but like I feel like I was getting influenced. Like, I didn't cuss as much.
From who? Other high schoolers?
Yeah. Well, like, my friends. Like, because I noticed, like, I feel like I noticed it a lot senior year. Like, people would, like, say certain phrases, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like I would just take them. But I feel like I was trying to, like, not fit in, but, like, I guess fit in. Like, honestly. Yeah. Like, I was like, oh, they're saying this? I want to say this. Yeah. Oh, they're doing this? They're doing this. I want to do this.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not going to, like, try to preach, like, oh, like, you should, like, you shouldn't try things, or you shouldn't, you know, like, because that is also part of growing up. But I'm saying, like, don't do it in spite, or like to spite for something, or to spite
at your expense.
Yeah, or like, I don't know, like, don't do it like, oh, like, okay, like, fuck you mentality. Like, do it because you're ready to, or you want to, you know.
Exactly.
And but I just saw that, and it was just so sad. And it reminds me, like, I know a lot of, like, usually I feel like it happens to boys more than like girls. Just because I feel like the boys are like, they'll be like, okay, like, I want to be a man, and they start doing,
I want to be nonchalant.
Yeah, they start doing random stuff, and I'm like, there's nothing wrong with, like,
Fucking
But I also, but
Fuck
my
everyone.
thing was like, I kind of feel like not that we're the problem, but like young adults or like older people that are being like looked up to are being the problem.
learn how to parent better at least.
Yeah,
Like,
or like not even if
be
it's
an
not your
older
kid,
sibling.
like learn to like
I mean,
just
sibling?
have compassion
Siblings.
for people younger than you that haven't gone through like certain things.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
And the way that's one of my notes actually, like nothing pisses me off more than a bitch who tries to be nonchalant.
Mhm.
Because it's true. I mean, like, it just like makes you so mad how like. But it's not their fault, you know. Like society's like pressured them to be that way. It's just
Mhm.
like,
But
but it's
there's
just
nothing
like
wrong with emotions.
I know
Mhm.
exactly, and it's just like I don't know. I wish I could get through
Yeah.
to them, but no one ever listens to me.
Yeah.
Like
Like, I
those are
just-
my only topics.
I really don't get the appeal. Like, what's so appealing about acting like you don't care?
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
what is the appeal of being like, oh, I saw a TikTok, right? And
I think I might have seen it.
wait, I don't
You go
know.
first.
I don't know. It's like on the topic, but not really. You go.
I saw a TikTok and it
You
was
go.
like
Let me
it was
be
like
straight.
some stupid like hope core or whatever, and it was
Mhm.
just like there was this girl that posted like an edit, and it was like oh, when he wants to be nonchalant, but this is the type of love I want, and it was like the one from the Notebook, and I don't really like the Notebook, I'll be honest, but like
Oh.
how he was like so
Yeah,
Mhm.
I never watched it, but I know the whole like story. So.
yeah, like I don't know, but it was cute, and I'll post it. I'll put it right here.
Yeah.
You're dumb.
Could be that.
Okay, so basically, there was a Starbucks, right? And there was a shooting, and this girl was on the ground bleeding, and
No, I know what
You
you're
know what
talking
I'm
about. The
talking
Florida
about?
shooting.
yeah, and someone like recorded it. Like they got their Starbucks, and they just walk out. Like,
Like,
they do not
they
give a
made a
fuck.
face too, like they don't care. Like
Yeah.
there's- they try to make it like all like.
Like nonchalant. That's what I'm saying. Like that's how. Like
Was that
it
girl
makes
on
me
the floor
scared.
dying?
Yeah,
Like she's
yeah.
genuinely like she needs
She
help.
lived, and we know who she is now. But like
Mhm.
the fact that there was this girl like fucking trying to act like nonchalant. She's like, I'm so baddie. Like,
Like
girl.
bitch, no, you're not. Like that's
No.
human
Girl had
death.
to stay for the police report.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly.
I think she did get arrested actually.
She should be like.
She should. Be.
that's
What
like-
the heck?
I don't know what law that breaks, but that breaks the law. Like. But yeah, point is like.
It's come to that point where social media like
I think it's
actually
only
Like
catches
targeted.
you.
it's like why do people act like it's so cool not to care? Like it's
I know.
it like especially to that extent. Like
No, that to that
No,
extent is
that's-
it's wow.
that's
That's
crazy.
literally criminal. Like
Mm-hmm.
That I feel like that's kind of like the reason why I feel like I'm going crazy recently is because I feel like everyone thinks that they're better than me, and that's the thing that I mentioned before in another podcast. It's just like everyone's just like, oh, I don't care, and like I don't know. It just like feels like they're trying to like they're saying like that they're better than me, and like it just actually like makes me mad and feels like I'm going crazy. Like, oh, I want to punch everyone so hard. But like I'm starting to slowly realize that just everyone's trying to do their best, but not in the sense that what you were saying. That girl is
Yeah,
fucked the fuck
no.
up, and I feel like that
Mhm.
behavior is actually like crazy shit and more crazy
Mhm.
than I am. So like
Yeah.
that's, like,
prison,
way
bitch.
crazy.
Mhm.
That's psychotic.
Yeah, and it's like, I feel like I noticed that too, but like not talking about like that extreme of like a thing, but like
Mhm.
even like with like some friends, like I had this one friend, and like I was telling them something, and like they were like looking at me like I was doing too much. Like that's how they were treating me, like I was doing too much, like and like that irks me. Like it irked me so bad because I was like, because like like, but I feel like I've realized like that's why I like me personally, like the way I like deal with that is like I just have a bunch of different friends, so I can go to different people for different things. Except for, Like certain people, I feel like I could tell anything. Like Tommy and I, like I could tell y'all like the whole book, the whole chapter.
The colors and numbers.
Exactly, but other people
No,
like
I'm asking you.
oh
On the podcast?
regular, like I don't know, like medium, like
You know
neutral,
what?
like.
The girl in Pitch Perfect who she was like that she got rejected from the Bellas because her tits were baloney. Do you guys
I never
remember
watched
that?
that.
I know what you're talking about.
I wish.
But what was I saying? Freak. But no, but like
Your friend.
I feel like like I feel like there's just certain stuff about people that just pisses me off. like that I feel like one thing that really irks me with people is people who like I forgot the word for it. Like, so,
Belittle?
I guess, like, no, like, self-centered, I guess, but not
Narcissistic?
really. Narcissistic, maybe? It's like, you know the people who, like, if it happens to them, they completely see what's wrong with it, but if it happens to someone else, or if they do it to someone else, they don't understand. Like, they just, like,
They're like,
it's like, it genuinely pisses me off, because it's like, you could tell them 10 different ways, and they just, like, won't care. You know what I mean? Like, for example,
Or they completely tune me out.
yeah, exactly. It'd be like if I pushed Tom, and then Tom was like, Peyton, that was fucked up. Why the fuck did you push me? I'd be like, what? Like, I was just playing around. What the fuck is your problem? But then if Tom pushed me, I'd be like, oh my god, he pushed me. What the hell? Like, you know?
I think it'd be more
Like-
like
But if,
like if I pushed you
yeah.
and then you were like making a big deal and then Tom was like, oh, like,
But
and
if-
then,
yeah,
and then
but
you
like-
were complaining
yeah.
and then Tom was like, oh, like, girl, like, it's not that deep, and then Tom pushes you
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh my god, like, why would you do that? Like,
I think I kind of got lost, but yeah, you guys get the idea. That's the point.
Mhm.
But yeah, point is just surround yourself with like the right people, and you don't have to deal with that. You know what I think about when well, I haven't traveled much either, but like whenever I'm like going somewhere, I always kind of look at people, like people watching, I guess, and I always think to myself, I'm like, I wonder where they're headed. Like, I wonder what their story is. Like, I just
Their
think.
story.
Like, sometimes I'll be looking out the window and I'll be annoyed about something and I'll be like, I wonder if they're having a better time than me. Like, I hope their day's going better. And I'm like, I'm just, like, self-reflecting. Just me?
If I'm being completely honest, I take the opposite thing and I'm like, I hope this guy has a worse day than I do.
Really?
Like, not that I hope it's worse.
When you
but
have
I'm
a
like,
bad attitude, or
no, like if I'm having a bad day, I'm not wishing for that person to have a bad day, but I'm like thinking, I'm like, oh, maybe he's had just as bad of a day as I had.
no, I don't. I
No.
think of them flipping over their car and crashing and exploding.
Oh. So, like.
Yes! I can say yes, but I'll say,
Oh. No, I, like, that, not that, but, like, similar to that, you know what I do? Like,
Ew, you're nasty. What?
shut up!
The bar?
No! Like, basically what I tend to do is, like, if I have something, like, for example, if I do bad on a test, sometimes if, like, Tom or someone else tells me that they did worse, or they just did just as bad, it'll make me feel better. So, like,
Oh,
usually,
true.
Tom doesn't like when I do this, but, like, I'll tell people this. This is what I tell people. Like, it's okay, Tom. Like, you didn't fail your test. You failed your test. It's okay.
But at
I
least you're
failed
not
mine.
dead. But at least
No.
you're not dead is basically what you're saying.
No,
It's like,
no, but I'll be like, no, I'll give an example of me doing that, because it makes me feel better. Like, you know, like, it just makes me feel like I'm not alone, you know what I mean?
No,
Like,
I understand
you
where
know
you're
what I'm
coming from, but I also understand that it kind of makes Tom's pain feel like less real,
Yeah,
just because
Like you're not
It's like-
getting it. You don't get it. Like
But
Yeah,
I
I
understand what you're
try.
saying. Like, I do like it when people sympathize. Like
yeah.
they're like, okay, I'm like, okay, damn, like I'm not,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
Also,
and that's-
Mia's
that's
built like a dino nugget.
Oh, I see
that brings
it.
back so many memories.
I see it. You know what I just randomly got a flashback of, like, this is so random. Like,
The
this
time you were
literally.
a dinosaur.
No.
Your past life.
No.
The time you were named Mia.
No.
The time you were pink.
My ex used to like dino nuggets. Like, I remember him telling me about that. Like, I don't know why that randomly popped in my head. Like, I teleported to 8th grade. Like, in Avid when he was, like, telling me how much he loves dino nuggets. And, like, I used to imagine, I'd be like, oh, we would, like, move in together and I'd make him dino nuggets, like, as a snack. Like,
I forgot to mention.
that, like, teleported my brain. Sorry.
When I was
That's,
taking
like,
the
embarrassing.
train to downtown Portland, there was an old lady that fell on my train, and my train had to be like taken out of service because of it.
Really?
Because she
Like
had to go to the
that?
hospital.
Tom!
I mean, no, it's like really bad. Because I remember, like, when I got off the train, there was some lady that was asking, like, oh, what happened in your car? And I was, like, telling her, and I was like, yeah, it was very sad. Like, I wasn't cracking my own jokes. Like, I won't say what I said, but, like, it's, like, it wasn't that bad because she was kind of a rude lady, like, the girl that fell. And she was, like, cussing out the ambulance people when, like, they came and, like, helped her up and all that. But,
Oh, so she was okay.
yeah, it was kind of sad to see.
Aww.
But, oh, I have a picture. I'll pull it up right here.
The lady on the floor.
She's like, ow!
No!
No, it's because, like, the train was moving. No, it came to a stop. And we had to, like, hold on to these poles because the train is actually, like, one of the most fucking moving trains ever. Like, if you don't hold on to something, you will fall. And this girl like had such a like light grip on the pole, I guess. She just went like fully flat back on the thing, and I just hear her go, oh, bunk. And the another thing that happened is just like when that happened, there was a lady with her kids, and she was like, told you, see what happens when you don't hang on. She wasn't hanging on, and she's like telling that to her kids, like being all negative. I was like, girl, what's wrong with these people? Like they're so negative.
Gosh.
But yeah. Oh, but Portland's like basically a bunch of white people, old people, like Democrats and Republicans alike, living in harmony. That's what I forgot to mention.
Oh, I thought it was crazy just thinking about this. I recently went to like my old high school's like track meet, right? And I gave them like flowers because it was their senior night, right? And I had like an extra flower because it was like a bouquet, right? And I like gave out like flowers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I gave my coach one because I had like an extra one, but I would have given him one like regardless, right? And I just thought it was kind of crazy how he's like, because he's like 26 or something, and he was like, oh, this is the first time in my whole life I've ever been given flowers. And it wasn't even flowers, it was just like a singular flower. And I was like, oh.
He had a whole child before he got a flower.
Yeah, he has a kid too. But I was like, oh, like that's like, it's like sad. Like I was like, he never got flowers. But I was also kind of like I guess it was bittersweet because I was also kind of happy. Like, oh, like I was able to like give him a flower. And it made me think about that one. It was like talked about on TikTok. Like how guys only receive flowers at their like funeral. And that's like sad. Have you ever been given flowers?
Yeah. Oh yeah. By itself at the Beauty and the Beast performance.
Aww.
Theater kid days.
Mm-hmm.
Weren't you gonna mention how you were forging some things?
Oh, so about travel. We were going to the DMV.
Yeah.
And we were talking
For the like 5th time and after.
You tell that story,
Oh my god. No.
No, 'cause it's your story.
Okay, fine. This is my 5th time rescheduling my behind the wheel appointment, and every single time it's something new. This time it's because the insurance that I brought and printed out was expired since last year, and I was like, okay, well, that's my bad because I didn't read the papers. But yeah, we were at the DMV,
Mm-hmm.
and
We were on our way to the DMV, I think.
For
we were
what?
in the car we were driving.
And
The real IDs.
what about that?
Oh! Basically, we were talking about how, Tom told us how you need a real ID, like to, travel?
Yeah, they start,
Within
like,
the
this guy
state.
gave me attitude because I didn't have one. I was like, girl.
Okay, here's my thing.
Like,
Here's my thing.
Yes, Peyton.
California, or US, or America.
yes, he was
Like,
America.
America. Yeah, like, that was so good. Okay, my thing is,
America, explain.
why have fake IDs and real IDs? Why not make them all real?
And like not
Like-
she doesn't mean like fake ID like 21.
yeah.
She means like why are our IDs not
Yeah.
why are our IDs not already real?
Yeah, because my thing is, the only thing that makes it real is what, like a little star or whatever?
I guess.
Or whatever the little thing is. Like, it's literally, they just asked me when I got my ID. They were like, oh, do you want it to be real or fake? Like, bitch, I want it to be real. Like, the fuck? Real. Like, you know? And it's like, now they're making it like a law. Like, you need it. Like, you know? Like,
well,
when
there's
travel-
some exceptions, like a passport and some other things, but it's better off to just get your passport instead
Yeah.
of just getting a real
But
ID.
that's my thing. Why even make it an option? Like,
Yeah.
it should just be real. Like,
Yeah.
point blank, period. Like,
Yeah, like
what?
yeah.
Like, that's just stupid. Like,
So yeah, don't waste your money on a real ID when you could get a passport and travel internationally plus nationally.
And when you get your passport you get a passport card anyways.
yeah, period.
period. Do you have to renew that?
Yes, cool.
Oh, mine's
You have to renew your
expired.
passport.
I
I
didn't
just
renew
renewed mine
it.
last year.
Period.
I
But
miss
not
the
anyway.
strawberry dream freeze. Because
What?
back in Oregon, I was drinking these shakes that I got from Taco Bell. They were $1. They were steel. The strawberry dream freeze, yeah, limited time only.
Period.
They're like my unicorn frappuccino.
Period.
Guys,
They're
watch
so
the
good.
last.
Watch what? Watch what?
Was that the last podcast? Watch the last podcast.
Oh, you know what I thought you were about to say? I don't know why.
Someone take me to
The
speech
Last of
therapy.
Us.
Yes. How'd you
Because I
know?
was gonna say the same thing.
Oh my gosh.
Because
Yeah.
Guys, season
It's-
2 spoilers. Skip ahead.
Yeah. Spoiler. Like, Okay, basically, if you've already seen it, like, you're here, so basically, like, he dies, like, just, like, I just thought it was
jumped
crazy.
right in.
Yeah. You know what I just thought about?
Mm.
The reel you sent me? That's so fucked up. But, anyways, like, I just thought it was so fucked up, like, how he got beat down, and, like, she watched him die, like,
I think they made it so anticlimactic though. It
I
was
know.
like so annoying because in the show it should be more cinematic and more good, but like the thing is that the game had more acting, like better acting and better like scene production because the way they killed him in the show, stabbing him, I feel like that wasn't as effective as just like beating him.
Yeah, no, like getting beat to death, like that means he was tortured. That means he was in pain and he felt every hit until the last one that took him out. Like, ooh, but I also feel like
I mean,
I feel like a lot of shows have been doing that. Though.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Like I'll tell you.
Yeah, but also like if you guys haven't seen like the new season of You, like I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Wait, the season 5?
It's out. I already know.
The whole thing? Oh damn.
Basically, like it came out like 2 days ago, but basically
no,
like,
more.
Huh?
2 more.
She has no
it?
concept of time. I don't know
Okay.
what you're trying to teach her.
Oh, whatever. But anyways, point is like I feel like I already know how it ends, not because I actually watched it, but because of TikTok. But like my point, but I did watch the first episode. Like I'm gonna finish it. But point.
Same with The Last of Us.
Yes. Point.
Invincible.
Whatever. The point is, I think in You, the ending, like I saw the impact. I saw what they were like leaning for, but low key that pissed me off. Like. It's like I feel like they can do bigger, like, better, like, you know, like, with shows. But I feel like in a game, like, The Last of Us and, like, I don't know, like, games, because my sister plays them. I don't really play games like that. But, like, I feel like it's more, like, impactful because, like, you're, like, playing the game, you know? Like, I feel like it's your progress and you're, like
in games,
you know?
it's a lot more violent. Like,
yeah,
you're not
true.
afraid with being, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Plus, The Last of Us is like really long. Like that game is really long and it builds up and has more room to like build up the story.
Yeah, so I feel like it makes you more sad. Like, let's just say you're playing this game like every day, right? For like months, and then you get to that part and he dies. Like, damn. Yeah. Like, I remember my sister was playing it and I hear like sobbing and I was like, what the fuck? So I go out of my room and I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, he's dying. And yeah, I saw his ass.
Like she personally knows.
Yeah,
him.
like, and it was sad and I was like, oh. And she also played, what's that one game? Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, that Red Dead Redemption. She played that, and like that was a long game too. She was on that for months, and like when he died, that was crazy too.
Spoiling everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Point is, guys, everybody dies.
Real. Everybody does die.
Everybody dies.
I just watched the show. It's like a fire. It's like a fire house show.
Firehouse.
I know what you're talking about. Like the fire 911.
Yeah.
911. That's what it's called.
I was watching
911.
it, and this like the main guy. Well, he's not. I think he's the main guy. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He dies, and they played like the saddest song, and I was like, oh, damn.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah. Honestly, okay,
I know what you're
they're
bringing
dead.
The party's over. Brex? Okay, continue. We're gonna tell you.
Okay, I feel like the deaths don't necessarily like bother me. Like his death didn't bother me.
Yeah, no, I didn't really.
But it's the music they play with the deaths that get me. Like, tell me why I like. I mean, obviously I cared about the character. Like
It
he
either
died,
makes or breaks
but like
the
the
moment.
work song that they played was peak.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Invincible.
it either makes or breaks the moment.
Yeah,
and that's
it
when
can break.
Invincible is one of the moments where it broke the moment for me because so they used when the party's over when Rex died and I was like, and me and Paige just started bursting out laughing.
But it's because like all the other heroes had died too. Like because they were fighting. Like everybody was
so the
fighting.
party's over. Oh no. I don't get why they use the song.
Yeah, no. Oh my gosh, there was another one too. Oh my gosh. Arcane. It wasn't when someone died. They played like Billie Eilish. It was like a Billie Eilish song, and I was like busting up laughing. You remember it?
Oh,
I think it was like
an upbeat one.
Yeah.
No, it was like
but it was like I don't remember.
I think I do remember.
What was it?
That was kind of
It was like one of the first episodes, I think, and I was just busting up laughing because it was one of the ones you had me watch with you.
Season 2?
I think it was like season 1.
No, season 1. It was like someone just random, like they just threw it in there, like, and like, cause all of this, like, if you guys haven't seen Arcane, a lot of the songs are like made specifically for that show.
Yeah.
So then it's like everything matches really well, like.
Yeah.
I think I do know what you're saying.
Yeah, I was like, ew, like, get out of here. But, like, what's it called? Also, okay, hot take. This is my hot take. Here it is.
Reaching the hot take segment?
Yeah.
What time is it?
Yeah, it's 45.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna end
Here's
the
my
podcast.
here's my hot take. Spoilers don't matter. That's my hot take. That's my hot take.
That is a hot take.
That's my
girl.
hot take. You wanna know why? I don't care what show it is. I feel like if somebody tells you so and so dies, okay, yeah, I feel like first in the moment you're gonna be like, like if you really didn't see that coming, it's gonna be shocking. But I feel like if you like the show, when you watch it, you'll still get an impact. You know what I mean?
I disagree.
That's how I feel.
I very
Like
much disagree.
that's how I feel.
No, because
that's
then
how I feel.
I'm waiting for the moment to happen. I'm not really locked in on what's happening
Mhm.
until I get there.
Exactly.
I feel like
And you don't care about the build-ups. You know what's gonna happen, so it's like.
Yeah, and
Why
if
even
there's
get to know
something
him?
that I missed,
Mhm.
like if I was watching it by myself and then like I missed something and then it's like it ties into the end, then I'd be like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah,
what the
exactly.
fuck, like how could I miss this?
No.
But then if you're telling me, then I'm more like, oh.
The reason like a writer wants to like build up a person's character is because they want the like reader
To
or
feel
like to
Mhm.
feel the impact of their death because they were so important. But if you know they're gonna die already, it's
I feel like-
you don't
well,
care.
You don't,
Maybe-
you won't
maybe-
get emotionally
Yeah,
attached.
but maybe it's just me. Like, I feel like if I'm told something, like, I don't know, like, because I'm the type of person, if I'm into a show or a movie and I'm really watching it, nothing can disrupt me.
Genuinely
Nothing.
makes
Like,
me so
I'm
mad
so
when
sorry.
people say that. Ian and Peyton, I would need a.
No, I'm so serious. Like, I'm so serious. Like, I, like, I'm one of those people, like, when I'm watching it, my mom could call me, like, 10 times, I won't pay attention. Like, she'll have to come in front of my face and be like, Peyton, I'll be like, oh, what? Like,
No.
I get locked in. Like, when I'm locked in, I'm locked in. So that's why, well, maybe they're not other people, but for me, that's my hot take. Like, someone could tell me, like, what's it called? The Superman movie? Spoiler, if you haven't seen that, but this is, like, a long time ago. He dies in one of the movies, and, like,
It takes me
like, I don't know, like, I knew it was gonna happen, but I still, like, cried when he died, but, like, my mom watched it the day after I watched it, and I thought she already knew from me watching it that he died.
Did you ever watch Gladiator 2?
No, but all I know...
She watched it on TikTok.
No, I didn't. I actually didn't. I think you told me. Or someone else.
Yeah, I told them that they fucked.
Yeah,
I
like...
lied. And I was waiting for you to like.
You bitch!
I told her
Okay,
that Paul
okay,
Mescal and
literally,
Pedro
okay,
Pascal
this is
fucked.
another...
And she believed
No,
me.
I
like,
believed
actually,
it.
I
I
was
was like, damn.
like, I can't wait for
was
her
like,
to see
what
this
the
movie
fuck?
and then like call me be all angry.
Oh my gosh, you're such a... Okay, that's another thing. This isn't even a hot take. I feel like this is just, like, real. Why does he like lying? Like Tom is one of those people, he likes to lie, and I feel like that's the man in you, like the real man, because like that's like the root of you like coming out, and like, you know, I sometimes I
What is
forget,
that?
and
A
he's
pathological liar.
yeah,
You know what else?
like that's
Your
like
roots
just
are coming out too, bitch.
bitch.
Yeah, they show.
Yours are showing too.
Flopped.
whatever. But anyways, like what's it called? Yeah, like I forget that you're a man sometimes. Like, you know, like he's just like the girl. Like this is just bestie right here. But
Yes, queen.
exactly. But then when he lies, I'm like, man. It's
She's
just-
typically.
Typically.
Whoa, Jimena. Whoa. Okay, don't bring that man out. Like,
She brought that up earlier too. You didn't notice.
really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Bitch.
Continue. What were you saying?
Whatever.
Was
But-
that your whole hot take?
Yeah, it's just, but maybe that's just me, but I do see him, I do see how, like, if someone's into a story, and then if I was just like, oh, he dies, like, I see how it would upset someone. But, like, for me personally, it doesn't. Like, someone could tell me in The Notebook, like, oh, like, the ending, and I would still watch it and be emotional. You know? Like, Tom told me the ending of Queer, But I still watched it and I still got emotional. I haven't finished it yet,
Halfway,
but
yeah, and you never.
but
finished
I
it.
got emotional. Like I
Okay,
All
but
the
that's
shows
the
that I tell her to
problem.
finish and watch, or not even finish, just watch them.
Okay,
simply,
but I don't
she
even.
never does,
I
and
don't
she's
even.
like, I swear.
Okay,
I
but
will. Oh.
but I think I was gonna finish Queer, but I didn't have the streaming service, and then I want to finish it on the TV, but I didn't want my like sister to wake up.
Flix HQ.
Like-
duh.
But I think the problem too is like when you get stuff spoiled, you don't finish the shows.
Exactly.
No, like I still want to watch it.
But like
Like,
wanting
I
to and
still-
actually watching it. are
I
different
know,
things. Like,
I know,
because
I
you
know,
know
I
the
know, I
ending,
know.
then you're like, oh, okay,
You lose
I
all
want to know
motivation
what's
too.
next.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I feel like, well, me personally, I feel like I had a lot of time. I don't know. I feel like the last time I really would watch stuff was before I got into clubs in high school. So I was like, I feel like junior, sophomore year. Like, that's when I would watch shows. I don't even do that anymore. Like, the only time I watch movies is when I go to the movies.
I want to watch.
Like, I
Warfare.
haven't not
Somebody
watched the
go
movie.
With me.
What?
Warfare.
Let's go.
Today?
Today? Oh, tomorrow? Tomorrow?
I'm saying that, but I have to really lock in.
Okay, lock in, and tell me.
We could go to the club thing. To the club thing. We could go to like a. Oh, anyways. Tom, what's your top? Tom, what's your top
Yes.
take? What's your
Oh, my hot take. You don't want to go first?
I don't know.
You have, like... Let me get it.
Dandruff?
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll go
It's
first.
okay.
Mine really swear.
Oh.
Or you go first.
Okay, I'll bring mine up.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Don't get mad, but I know this is very typical of like a whore to say, but I'm not a whore, I swear. I want to leave my entire life behind when I have a boyfriend.
Yeah, he told us this in the car.
It's not the fact. Okay, let me explain. So, it's just the fact that I don't know how to say this nicely.
Just say
No,
it.
it's not towards y'all, it's towards my family. I don't
Oh.
want him to meet my family because, well, but it's just like, I don't want him to meet my family because it's a little embarrassing to have, like, it's because they have, like, such harsh views, especially on my dad's side. It's just like, he would not feel welcome. That's the
Okay,
thing.
wait, I have a
Okay.
question.
So I don't want him to, like, get attached or like near my family at all.
Okay,
I don't know.
So
I
when you-
separate those two.
so when you say like you want, okay, so when you said like you want your whole like to get rid of your old life or whatever,
That's-
like
move
no,
away, like,
no,
move
no,
to-
no.
That's
I
a
was
slight urge too.
no, I
but it's
wasn't
not the-
giving.
the
I
point of the
wasn't
hot
giving
topic.
move away, but it was giving like, oh, like I'm never gonna talk to anyone ever again. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
focus on my
like-
boyfriend. We're
I
gonna.
mean,
move
that
in
would be a
together.
dream scenario too. If there was apocalypse. I mean, it's not like I want actually. But okay, like think of it. Like if there's like a zombie apocalypse and all of
Okay.
a sudden you meet a cute guy, that's like a meet cute, and like everyone
Okay.
wants that, and you can have him all to yourself.
An apocalypse is a
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
okay, yeah, but we're talking about real life, buddy.
it
We're
can happen.
talking about-
It
no,
can
no,
happen.
but we're
The
talking.
fungus from
Okay,
The Last of Us are forming right now. as
okay,
global warming rises.
okay, but we're talking about right now.
They're like,
No.
your body
Okay, so wait, basically what you meant by what you said was just that you don't want him to meet your family. Is that it? Like pretty much?
Or like you wouldn't want him to meet us.
No, like I'm fine with him meeting y'all. It's
Okay,
just-
but
it's
it's
not
like
like your
you
family.
basically you're
I don't.
Like, you
I
wanna-
don't know. It's a thing.
you just
that,
don't want him to meet your family.
Yeah, and also the fact is like I'm not really that open about like gayness to my family, so it's like a little. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's
No,
like-
no, I get
true.
that.
I get that.
true.
Like even though like I'm sure or whatever, I
Okay.
I wouldn't want my family to like. I wouldn't tell them like if I got into a relationship. I
Mhm.
recently like had a. I don't know.
A fling. Just say fling.
Fleeing, yeah, and I didn't tell my mom like all about it, but like I did like have a little date. I don't know if I consider it a date, but I guess like a little hangout with the guy, and it didn't go how I wanted, and I got annoyed, so I told my mom about it. But I didn't.
Everything about
No,
it?
I just told her like, oh, I went out with a guy, and I was mad. Like I didn't mean it. Like, but in the moment, I was just, you know how you're mad and you just say stuff. So I just told her, I was like, yeah, I just got back from the park with this guy, but I'm never gonna see him again. He wasn't that cute, and I was just pissed off, but I didn't mean it. But I was in the moment, I was just annoyed.
Okay, Mena, your hot take.
But, yeah.
Okay, really fast. I want to say how I think in the earlier podcast
Mm-hmm.
I said that I didn't want that none of my exes have ever met my family, and
No,
you
I
were like,
think that was,
and
like,
you
the
don't think
first
that
or
makes
second
you,
one.
and you gave me like the dirty ass look, and you were like, and you don't like,
Really?
I forgot what you said, but you're like, that doesn't make you sad. You were-
Wow.
I said it in a dirty
You
way.
literally said that in a dirty
I
tone.
didn't mean it. I swear. No.
Because I was saying like, oh, like, just because I didn't want to lose like my freedom and stuff in high school. And now it's just like I've gotten so used to it. I like they have
Yeah.
venom.
No, I think
And
I
then-
just asked you
And then
genuinely.
you were like, oh, they're like, that doesn't make you sad. And I was like, bitch. And now you're.
No, I
which
think
is
I was
real.
just
It's
asking
different
genuinely. Like,
Mhm.
Oh.
I genuinely was confused. Like, I was just like
I'm
being
gonna pull a
curious.
clip.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I
okay.
swear I wasn't giving you like, and you wouldn't be sad? I didn't do all of that. No.
I'm gonna post a clip.
Mhm.
No, but like the circumstances are completely different, and I can understand why you'd want to do that.
I get that.
But
Okay, on to
my
your
hot
hot topic.
mine's really quick. But if you're what the fuck am I trying to say? Guys, like, subscribe so I can get a speech therapist. Like, please, I cannot live the rest of my life like this. Okay, so basically, I saw this thing and I completely agreed with it. That like, and I don't mean dark humor, but I'm saying like, when you make jokes that are like, what is it?
Self-deprecating.
Self-deprecating. Because like, if you're constantly saying like, oh, like, I don't even know, like, I can't think of an example like.
Oh,
off
like
the top of my
this,
head,
like
but-
this. Like, oh, I'm so dumb. Like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, like literally stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm just like, they're not really comedic, they're not really funny, and low key, if you do it enough, it's gonna piss me off, and I'm just gonna agree with you. I'm like, yeah, you are so like, you're so fucking
Yeah.
stupid, like.
Yeah, not naming names, but we had like around 2 friends.
Yeah,
We
a
had
couple
to like
friends.
just like let go and cut off because like it was genuinely the worst experience ever. It was so draining and tiring to be around. Like genuinely, I like put myself in their shoes. I immediately like switched out back to the mindset because I could not think of that. Because if I was ever like that,
It's just, okay, this is the thing too, like, I understand that like dark humor is a way of coping, but usually like dark humor is not necessarily like only like like self-deprecating. You know, like obviously like it can be, and people do make jokes, but it's not like the whole center. And I'll laugh at dark humor, like that's, you know, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's just kind of like it's and I don't like going back to our friends that we had. It's not like, okay, like if you're going through a rough time, it's not like, oh, you can't come to us. But because I mean, for a long time we did like put up with it, but it's more like we're talking like 6 years of this, like 6 years of like constantly hearing, and it's so draining because if like it's like the only conversation that would ever happen.
it's just normal like common
Like
sense.
every time we'd hang out, like it would always be brought up or stuff, and it was just like it gets to a point where it's like, okay, like this isn't healthy for me, like, and it's like they're constantly bringing up negative things, and that's so draining to deal with. And I'm not talking about like, oh, like you're having a rough couple months, you're having a rough couple years even, but I'm like, if
They don't
you're
even
at
like
a
want to stick
decade,
out of that mindset.
if
It's
you're
just
at a
like,
decade, yeah, and then it's like you would try to be helpful, but they're not.
they want to keep complaining.
Like, they want to keep
They want to focus
it
on the
being
negative.
in there. It's like you can't do anything. And that, like, type of humor, like, oh, like, I'm so this, I'm so that. It's like, okay, like, that's not funny anymore. That's just, like...
It's just
Yeah.
annoying. What do I say? Like, yes!
Yeah, like, how does one respond to that? Because then, like, laughing at something like that feels, like, wrong. It feels like, oh... But yeah, that's anyways. That's my last, and that was a controversial topic of our segment. We didn't really.
No, I get that. Ooh, I feel like I used to do that a little bit.
But not for years.
No, I didn't do it for years, but like, who
I'm
was?
not saying like you can't say those comments because sometimes they're funny,
Yeah.
sometimes they're okay.
No,
But, like,
I think it was like middle school. I wasn't even
Girl.
fat, but I thought I was fat, and I would always say that. I'd be like, "Oh my god, I look fat. I look fat. I look fat." Like I would
everyone's
say that a
middle school
lot.
era needs to
I
be,
know, like, oh,
Erase.
like,
very
No
erase,
memory.
erase.
my mother.
I have flashbacks, like,
it makes me
ah.
nauseous. Okay, are we done?
I'd say so.
I
We're
think we're
nearing
at
the
the end of
end.
the podcast.
It's already 9 o'clock.
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
We are vibrators.
The vibrators.
The
We are the vibrators. And we are
Yeah.
signing off.
Bye.
Goodbye.